Any favorite board games? I have plenty. Actually, one that's more, well, it's not super modern, but more modern that I really like is there's one called Smash Up. It's not super hard to learn how to play. It has a shit ton of expansions. That one's really fun to get people who are willing to try a lot of tabletop into. Yeah, Smash Up's really good. If you want something super lightweight, that's relatively replayable, and you want to get someone who's not really into tabletop to like try a very simple tabletop game, there's one called 5 Minute Dungeon that is really good. It's PvE. It's up to 4 people versus a boss that is you're all against. And it's relatively simple gameplay, so you can get people into that and use it as like a gateway drug, you know, to kind of get people into further tabletop. I think the slippery slope, right, is you give them 5 Minute Dungeon, then you give them Smash Up, and once they've gotten through those, if they like Smash Up, now you can just give them practically anything, and they'll sit there and they'll be willing to like try it out, you know, even if it seems really like there's a lot of reading, a lot of stuff to get used to, because they understand how fun this shit can be. Oh, Super Fight? Yeah, Super Fight's a good one. You have to play with the right people. I actually thought Super Fight would be really fun to play with. You know, actually, that's something I want to do. I want to do collabs with people that are playing those kinds of board games. Some of them, you're not allowed to stream unless you are sitting in a room with people physically playing it, or one of you has a physical setup. Some of them have online versions. Some of them exist in Tabletop Simulator. So I just have to like check and make sure I don't do anything that's not cool with the creator of a game or whatever. But I don't think that takes much time to research. So I want to do stuff like that. I don't know. I just like classic board games and tabletop and shit. It's just fun for me. Your whole family playing over Christmas. Yeah, it's just fun. Maybe I'll scrap the Grog game and make a mob-themed auto battler. Oh, please. Did you see how well Backpack Battles did? I think people really like the idea of auto battlers, but not enough people are making them compared to like very standard roguelikes that are similar to Enter the Gungeon or something like that, right? I think auto battlers are in demand and not enough people are making them. Straight up. Issue is you do have to explain board games. Right. There's, instead of a playable tutorial, you have to read something. That's true. But like, you know what? Yeah, that is one of the main reasons why I haven't played a lot of them on stream with friends, because no offense to my friends, if I sit there and open a manual and start talking about the rules to a board game, so many of them, whether they try to listen or not, are just not going to absorb this stuff verbally. They need to see it. And then they're going to get in game and we're going to be playing the game and I'm going to play a card and they're going to be like, "Why'd you do that?" And I'm going to be like, "I read it. I read it out loud to you that you can do this action when someone else places a card." And they're gonna be like, "What?" You know? So I want to do things like that, but I have to find people that are gonna be like really good at absorbing these rules. And then once they do, then you drag in one person who's not good with that sort of thing and you drag them along and they'll learn as they go. You just can't do it with a room full of people that don't absorb this stuff. You know what I mean? You have to like drip feed it. So I have to find a seed group of people that are willing to sit there and really get it and will get it. Not that others aren't willing, they just straight up don't absorb it, you know? But we'll see. You have to find the kind of person that would play Gloomhaven. I have the box, okay? I have Gloomhaven. And I have the big box is like a cube. It's like this huge thing. Oh my god. Some of the tabletop games that I own are like, the boxes are just fucking enormous. And when you go to someone's house or you go meet up with someone and you're like, "Let's play this game." And they're like, "What is that game?" And you're like, "It's really good. I have it in my trunk." And then you open your trunk and you pull a huge cube out of your trunk. There's so many people that just see that and they're like, "No, let's play Cards Against Humanity," you know, because it's a little box. I don't know. That kind of stuff is funny. Isn't Gloomhaven on Steam? Yeah, I think I actually own it on Steam. Frosthaven has taken up half my table. It'll be there for 2 years. Oh my god. Heavenly, do you want to play board games? Do you want to play board games where I have to sit there and explain it to you for an hour first? I promise they're good. I promise they're really good. I don't know. Some of these board games that have these huge boxes and everything, I'm like, this just has to be digital at this point. They just need to work on it. They really do. My favorite tabletop games are the ones that take 30 minutes to set up and put away. Yeah, but the payoff is good. You know, the payoff is really good. You bought Gloomhaven for your sister because she loves board games and she took one look at the number of pieces of the rulebook and gave up. Oh no. It takes time to get through it, but it's very worth it, okay? I promise. Tabletop Sim is for that. Yeah, but you have to have someone recreate something in Tabletop Sim accurately, and it doesn't always get done well, if I'm being honest with you. Or you play through it and you still have to do everything properly from your end, and a lot of people just want a video game version that calculates everything for them, that lets them know if something is impossible immediately, highlights a thing red when they can't, you know? They want that. Yeah. What was that game with the cones that some guy invented in a TV show? Was it in The Office? He invented the cones of something, and then someone actually made the game and it was a banger. God, what was that called? Cones of Dunshire. Yeah. Someone made Cones of Dunshire and it was actually like pretty great. Parks and Rec. Okay, thank you. There was a guy who actually physically made it and then a few people later started doing the same. It's actually a banger. I think you guys should try it. I think you should try it if you ever get the chance, straight up. First game I've had playing with a bunch of people I barely knew, though, was Two Rooms and a Boom. I've heard of that one. What is that one? Oh, yeah, this is the one with hostages. Yeah, I've seen this. I haven't actually played this one. I've heard that this one was good. That's one that I want to try. I feel like this would be a really funny collab game. Yeah, stop your president from being blown up, but who is the president? More importantly, who's the bomber? So you have like two groups of people. It takes a lot of people to play, and then one person is like marked as the hostage, right? And they get like exchanged over. Essentially, you draw a card to see like what you are, and then you have to figure out who is what and save your person. I like a lot of board games like that. It's a little Amogus-y. It's a little, you know, people with roles doing a social game. That kind of stuff is fun. Sounds like Mafia a little bit. There's some differences, but I feel like it's sort of based off of it. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't played it too much. I've seen like the set. I've held it in my hands and read through it. I just didn't actually play it. Yeah, Mafia-esque. Mafia-like, you could call it.